Now, I've dabbled in the world of illegal shoes in my time, but nothing quite compares to what we have today. Because in this box, we have quite literally the world's most illegal shoes. This is the Puma Fast RB Nitro Elite. And you want to know what the RB in the name of these things stands for? Rule breaker. Puma literally decided to make these things as illegal as possible, all for one goal: to make them as fast as possible. In 2021, an Ethiopian runner won the Vienna City Marathon in an astonishing 2 hours and 9 minutes. However, right after he crossed the finish line, they realized what shoes he was wearing. They immediately disqualified him and stripped him of that victory. And the shoes that he was wearing was the Adidas Adizero Prime X. Those shoes were 10 millimeters too thick for the regulations, which state that you can only wear shoes with a 40 millimeter stack height. And these shoes absolutely obliterate that regulation, coming in at a whopping 18 millimeters over what they say is the legal limit. Not only that, but there's also a regulation that you can only have one carbon fiber plate in your shoes. Well, these don't just have one or two, they have 3 plates running in this midsole. That's an extra 2 plates than the rules allow. And the foam that they've used in this midsole has been injected with a mixture of nitrogen gas. And that allows them to be a lot more springy and bouncy. Oh yeah, and when you put these things flat on the ground, the heel doesn't even touch the floor, which is something I have never seen before. I've also never tried an elite level running shoe without any laces. Like, I thought this would tighten something up, but no, this is literally just something to hold on to as you slide your foot in there. The whole thing is absolutely ridiculous, but can they actually make me faster? Or is all of this craziness just for marketing and to look wild? I mean, part of this midsole is completely detached from the rest of the shoe. It doesn't even make sense. Now, I've ran in some of the best running shoes on the market, from Adidas, Nike, New Balance, On Running, Asics, the list goes on. But I've definitely never ran in something so freaking alien looking. So let's put these to the test.
Whip them open.
Are literally the world's most illegal shoes.
These have come up on my Instagram Discover page recently. So there's a lot of woo-wee! Size 8 looks like size 15. Damn, it's not even connected.
Yeah, it's like weirdly disconnected.
You smelled these yet?
It might be the nitrogen gas they used in the midsole.
Nitrogen gas?
Yeah. We're gonna be trying them on. We gotta sink our feet into these bad boys and then see how it feels running in them. All right, we got the treadmill out because we're gonna be using that in a minute.
Nah, these look crazy. Look like alien feet.
Yeah, Puma was literally like, what are all of the rules? Let's break every single one.
Yeah, well, they definitely got a spring to them.
Just try it. What's your vertical in these things?
I could probably hit the roof.
Damn! Bro's ascending in them things.
I reckon I could probably hit the roof with my head.
But don't put a hole in it, dog.
But you think I could?
Well,
hit the
I mean,
roof
if
with
you
my
can
head?
get the accuracy right.
All right, you ready?
Alright.
You see? Can you see the roof?
Yep.
That's not blocking it?
No.
I could probably go higher.
You look like you were floating for a second. What do you think about the fact that they don't have laces?
Fine.
Yeah, they don't.
They're light enough so that they don't like slip around. I mean, you saw the vertical.
Wow, they kind of mold to my feet, you know, on the inside. Ah, man, you feel like, oh. They kind of force you to run like this on your toes, which is like proper form, instead of like how a lot of other people run, which is heel. So how we're gonna do this, we got an average pair of running shoes, Pegasus 41s. These are my go-tos. We're gonna do a little K in these things, and then we're gonna run in these and see the difference, see how we can feel it, right? We're both gonna do that, yeah?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, let's get this shit set up.
Treadmill here. Can I pick it up from here?
So put it here. Average pair of shoes, and then we're gonna see what the illegal ones feel like. All right, let's crank this up to the max. Yeah, these things feel nice, I'm not gonna lie. Lightweight, theoretically, is that when I'm wearing these, this should feel harder. And then when I'm wearing those, it should feel a lot easier.
All right, so what I'm noticing is a lot of heel-toe action. If you pay attention here, his heel is hitting first, and then he's going to the toe and springing off there.
Right, we hit it 1K.
You just hit 1K?
Yeah. I'm gonna end it. Make sure that
Bro,
it's fair.
really, he only did, like, you were recording, like 0.3K. I was trying to pretend like he did a full K.
No, I got evidence. Look at this. Okay, 1.02, 6 minutes, and then
6 minute kilometer?
130 average heart rate. I feel like it's a little bit higher. Right, while I catch a breather to recover from my singular K, Dylan's gonna give these a roll. Find a baseline, see what you think. Yeah, I think you run a little bit flat as well. There he goes. Look at him go.
First K.
There, he just hit his first K
Now,
in
time
those bad boys.
to try the other ones. All right, now
It's
the big boys.
Illegal time. I mean, it is a bit of a flex pulling up with these. You go to your local run club. You're like, hey, you know these are illegal, right? I actually really like the fact that they don't have laces. I mean, it's such a big, drastic difference between these and the other ones.
Really?
Like just stepping in and then your foot like sinking into this foam. Let's get this bad boy started. Run. Yeah, this feels pretty weird immediately. What in the world? The
Gazelle.
bounce on that is crazy. I don't want to say it feels effortless just yet, but my knees feel like a dream right now.
Really?
They feel a bit like fucking clodhoppery, like they're slapping.
Try and go more on your toes, because that's how marathon runners would actually. There's much
They
less
lean
heel.
forwards, right? Wow, that is night and day.
Is it?
Holy! All right, we hit a K. Let's get this turned down. That feels so weird. I do feel like they're a little bit big on me. Like I could do with a smaller size.
Like a 7.5.
Yeah.
It's crazy because you see them and how big they are, and you're like, oh god, they're gonna be so heavy. But you put them on and you're like, whoa,
They're like,
how'd they make these this light? I get what you mean about them being a bit big. Like, there's my toe.
yeah. And I think like, you know, if you're wearing a shoe casually, that's fine. But for running, you can feel that space.
Yeah.
A little. Damn,
156
they
was
look crazy on your feet.
You know what? Unpopular opinion. So far, first steps, I don't know if I like them.
Why?
They just feel a little bit clunky. I feel more unstable as well.
Yes, they do. They are not the most stable because there's just so much foam.
I don't feel like as connected to the ground.
Yeah, it's like a little bit unnerving, you know?
Yeah.
You got so much foam, you kind of feel like you're not, I'm not even running on ground anymore. What is this new surface that I'm trying to run on? Sounds like Dylan really didn't like these things.
All in the calves, as you can see.
Like,
Like,
bro's got a calf pump right now. So I guess overall thoughts, bud? Most illegal shoe?
yeah, stay illegal.
Stay illegal.
Stay illegal.
All right. I think they're fun, but personally I wouldn't wear them for
Yeah.
running. Like I would prefer just a regular shoe where you feel the ground. Who wants those? Because let's say you're like ultra, like someone who's doing marathons properly and you're training to beat a record, an official record, and you're wearing those. And then when it comes to the actual competition, you're not allowed to wear them, but you've been training in those. It's like, what's the purpose?
Well, maybe that's why they only made 1,000 pairs. They just wanted to have fun with it and not take it seriously.
Yeah.
Maybe even Puma doesn't even take them seriously.
Or maybe there is something to that whole mitigating injuries. Like,
Yeah.
like we...
I don't know. I feel like out of all the shoes I'll roll my ankle with, be these ones.
Yeah, that's a tall fall as well.
Yeah.
You're rolling from like an extra freaking, I guess almost 60 millimeters of height.
Yeah, that would snap you up.
Alright, well, that's the general overview. Illegal shoes. Say it with me now. Stay illegal.
Legal.